Good afternoon, everyone. So, in this video, you are going to learn about relationship between total utility and marginal utility. As we discussed in the last video, total utility is the total commodity we buy, and after consuming that, what benefit we get, that is the total utility. Marginal utility is the addition made to that total unit utility, but usually it keeps on diminishing. You will be learning this in law of diminishing marginal utility. So marginal is the addition, but in the textbook it's shown as the difference. Total utility and the marginal utility difference, that is the marginal utility. So in short, it is an addition to the total utility, that is called marginal utility. So let's see what is the relationship between them. Marginal utility derived from various units of commodity and its total utility are interrelated. So they are interrelated to the as total utility and marginal utility are interrelated concept. This can be easily followed from the hypothetical example given in the table. Hypothetical, as I told you, it's which is not true. It's just an prediction or an assumption made in the mind of the economist. So here is one table. It shows the units of commodity, maybe one apple, two apple, three apple, four apple, five apple. If on first apple, what is the total utility I arrived? So in the last video, there was utility cannot be measured like that way. One thing was that it can be measured, it cannot be measured. If it's measured, it is an hypothetical concept, but it can be measured by giving them numbers, that is cardinal measurement. So here also they gave the numbers to the commodity. After consuming them, what how much utility we are getting, that is written in the numbers. Explains the relationship between total utility and marginal utility. So I will explain you this table. So unit 1, for example, if you're consuming one apple, so the total utility you get after consuming that is 10. Means that much 10 benefits, means not 10 benefits you're getting. The number they are calculating in number, that is 10, and the marginal utility at that time is also 10 at the first consumption of one apple. And the second time you are consuming two apple, one more apple, then the total utility is 18. Now how much addition you made is that 8. First when you consumed first apple, you got 10 utility, and at the second time when you consume two apples, you got 18. Total utility is 18. How 18? The addition is how much it added to 8 unit you added more at the second time. Third apple when you're consuming, that time the total utility is 24 matlab 24 apples you're consuming. And marginal utility, how much addition you made to get this apple 24, that is 6. After that, fourth, when you're consuming four apple, that time total utility is 28. And marginal utility, how much more you added, 4 more you added. And at the fifth apple, when I am consuming 5 apples, that time my total utility is 30. And this time how much addition I made to get this 30, that is 2. Now, at the sixth apple, when at the time of consuming six apple, the total utility is 30, but there is no addition I made, because at this point I got the maximum satisfaction. Means my stomach got full. I can't eat anymore now, because the satisfaction finished. The hunger for that has been finished. At this level, I made no addition to the marginal utility. There is no addition made to it. So when there is constant, or when it became marginal utility became 0 and total utility is 0, this is called point of satisfaction. Now you will see the negative. Sometimes it's happened like this way. Even we are filled with if there is one noodles, no, there is not one noodles. If you're consuming, if you're eating noodles, but after taking 2 or 5 spoon, after eating 5 spoons, you may be like, now I am satisfied with having this. Now I can't have any more that time, but still the noodles is left in the bowl. So you're consuming because to finish that noodles, now your satisfaction has been achieved, means you got the satisfaction by eating 5 spoon of noodles, but still some noodles is left in the bowl. Because of to finish that noodles, it should not be wasted. Because of that you're consuming that. That is the negative one. If you eat more na, sometimes you feel like your stomach is like get some pain. Sometimes you don't feel like to have, but it should not go, or it should not be wasted. Because of that you are consuming, so it gives negative utility. Because of that any harm can happen to your stomach yourself. And not one harm means it's like you may feeling like vomiting after eating that. Some people get like that way. If my stomach is full, after that if I eat one bite also, no, I will vomit like that way. So that is the negative utility. After that it goes on diminishing. You will be saying, now I can't. Now the total utility is 28 and marginal utility is -2, because it's going on negative. Now you are not giving addition, you are going to reduce it. That is negative or disutility. So if you see, total utility is keep on increasing, and marginal utility is keep on decreasing. So it's basically like this way. The concept is, if at the first time when I eat one burger, I feel like having one more burger, two burger, and third time, and the crave is more for me, and I ordered one more burger, that is the third burger. At that time, I don't feel that much hungry, how much hungry I was eating the first burger, because I may be taking the bigger bites to, as my stomach is like, huh, come, like that way. And at the second time, I may be taking smaller bite, and at the third time I am just eating for that taste or greediness to have it, like that way. So, and at the third burger I may be taking very small bite. My crave for that has been finished. So that way only the marginal utility keeps on diminishing. As you consume more, the crave for that thing diminishes. For example, if you listen the song for first time, oh wow, you understand, you like the tune and all, and at the second time you start understanding the lyrics of the song, and at the third time you start biting the song, and at the fourth time you just humming the song, and at the fifth or sixth or seventh time you may be like, you don't give that much interest how much you was giving interest on the first time to listening that song, the tune which you're vibing in. You will be not giving that much interest at the fifth or sixth time. You just listen, something is playing, the song is playing, and it's okay, you're listening that way. So it diminishes as for the first time you will be more excited, second time you will be okay, third time, fourth time, so it goes on diminishes. That is marginal utility keeps on diminishing, but it is the addition to the total utility. So let's go to